Shalom. Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Akakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And sincere Shalom to 144,000 and 1/3. Now, gonna dive straight into it. Alright, the name of this lesson is gonna be Draconian Technocratic Future of the World. And it's gonna be spearheaded by the Babylon the Great, under riding, I should say, the beast, which is gonna spread and usher in the MOTB. All right, let's go into it in Revelations. The 13th chapter and verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And this is going into these damn devils, man, the Edomites, and their rulership on the planet Earth. All right, they come saying that they're bringing peace, but in reality, they're bringing death and destruction. They're bringing hell. Verse 12. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And that's talking about the Roman Empire. All right, because America, this whole infrastructure truly of Esau is a revisioned version of Rome. This is Rome 2.0. And I'm going to skip down to verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live, and had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And the image of the beast is the lifestyle, all right, that wine of the Edomites, all right. Image of the beast is what? Democracy, technocracy, okay. The way Esau has established his life, how he wants to rule on the earth, that's the image of the beast. It's not a picture of Caesar Borgia. Verse 15. Actually, no, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that's the MOTB, which is a digital, all right, implant into your body. You're going to become a cyborg, okay? Um, Now you got this image, as the video still shot, and it says 30 million out of work in 1933, or 20,000 a year in income for every family. Which is 20,000 a year income for every family. What is that? That's universal. That's UBI, universal basic income, and it says 30 million out of work in 1933, and I think that's what happened, right? This is what, only a couple years after the Great Depression, or was during the Great Depression, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look that up. I'm gonna do it on my phone. When did the Great Depression end? All right, that's what I'm gonna type in. When did the Great Depression end? And it ended in 1939. So guess what happened? 30 million were out of work in 1933. All right, it wasn't no UBI back then, or at least not no 20K a year UBI. They had something, because I saw they had bread lines and soup kitchens and all that for the people that lived in the inner cities. You know, people out in the country, they had gardens and, you know, local meat, local butchers, you know, meat, local sugar. You know, they call it bartering. They'll go to their neighbor. They may not grow sugar. They may just grow, let's say, root vegetables, maybe 2-3 fruit trees. They got a cow, and that's it. They don't got no eggs. They don't got no sugar. But their neighbor, they grow a lot of fruit trees, honeybees. They got sugar cane. They got all that. They got chickens, and they barter. You know, a sack of potatoes for 50 pounds of sugar. You know, things like that. That's how people in the rural areas get down. But the people that were in the cities, they were getting fried. And guess what? I think 80 some% of people live in cities now. This is the plan and the goal of the technocrats. And I don't know how old this image is, okay? Because it has a robot holding a man with lightning in its hands, with a fire in the background. So it looks like the robot going around uh striking people with lightning. I don't know how old this image is. Um, Let me see if I can find out. Cause there Esau coming with them robots, man. So this will be very telling if this came out in the 20th century, specifically, before the 90s, when you started having a lot of, or I should say the 80s, when you had the intricate robot movies. So the Technocrats magazine, explaining technocracy. Release date. Let's see when this came out. It came out. Holy crap, man! This supposedly came out in 1933. Do you see that? This supposedly came out in 1933, man. And you see Esau with his little Terminator Sentinel robot with lightning in his hand. So what does that tell you about how long Esau has been mastering and tinkering with these cyborgs, these robots? Esau's been having these robots in his mind at least since the 1930s. At least they've been, and just look how intricate, you know, look how detailed the structure of this robot is, and is holding lightning in his hand. So what does that tell you about the technology? That's why I say Esau got some shit. You don't be surprised if you see a damn super soldier, Terminator, cyborg looking robot pop up out of a portal in the middle of the sky on some comic book shit, man. This is not a joke. Esau really is tapped in on the left hand side. Let's get this right here. Did I already mention them wonders? Let me see. I know I read miracles. Revelations 13:13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And lightning is a type of fire. All right, because what happens with lightning hits a matter, right? An object. What happens to the object? It catches on fire, right? So lightning is a type of fire. With Esau and the gifts the Heavenly Father gave Esau, you come to find out that fire is they call it the different types of, what is it, elements, or not elements. I think it's the state of matter, where you have water, or I should say liquids, solids, gases, and then you have plasmas. And a plasma is basically lightning, fire, and so on and so forth, right? So lightning, you see what? Fire in this Terminator's hand, and it's about 40 feet up in the sky, right? Super tall, and it's standing from a fire that it pretty much caused by throwing down that lightning. So this is a part of that technocracy. The MOTB, this whole system, what's being pushed is a technocracy, which is what humanity, or specifically Esau, has been doing since he's been in authority. All right, going back to the musket, with the black powder and all that. That's a technology. So that's techno technocracy. Let's get the definition of technocracy. Technocracy, a social system or system of government in which people with scientific or technical knowledge has a lot of power and influence. And Elon Musk is now in a government. And you have Bill Gates, you have Jeff Bezos, and you have Nevada, and so on and so forth. So we're living in a technocratic world, and it's just gonna spread more and more and more and more. Let's go to Daniel 12. Daniel 12 chapter verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So yeah, the Heavenly Father put it on the minds of these devils to create these robots, to create the MOTB, to create a harp, and all these other insane amount of technologies. And guess what? At the end of the day, all this started from the Israelites, man. Let's get that. Jeremiah 51 and 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things. It didn't say some, it didn't say half, it didn't say majority, it said all things. So the credit always goes back, of course, to the Heavenly Father, but the Israelites in particular. And this system that's being put in place with the crypto and Dodge, Tesla, what is the robots called? Optimus 2 or something like that, with the Tesla Optimus 2 robot and a fully autonomous van, bus, whatever, and a fully autonomous car and all this. Yeah, man, that's technocratic, and it's going to be used to the detriment of the people. This is not going to help. It's going to hurt. Let's end this off in Jeremiah 15:23. How was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? So the main point I want to get from that is what? The hammer of the whole earth. What does a hammer do? A hammer beats something into submission or to destroy something. So what is the hammer of the earth? The earth means you mean you beat the earth into submission, or you're destroying the earth. And Esau fits both of those categories. You understand? And he's coming full force with this draconian technocratic future. This is going to become a reality. You're going to have these robots roaming around, ushering in that MOTB. You're going to have these cyborgs. You're going to have these soldiers. You're going to have people. Your family members are going to get an MOTB if they're still alive. Concentration camps. It's going to get real ugly. It's going to get real ugly, man. All right? And with that, I say shalom.